I don't think people realise how when you get to 65, if you've not looked after yourself financially, you're going to be in trouble. Physically, you're in trouble. Mentally in trouble, and also with your family. Because there's a lot of men now who are 65 and have got no one around them.
Do you think you're staying until 65?
I don't tend to be here in the next year.
There you go.
I don't tend to be in this country. This country is rubbish. No. People are just pretending. No. You're working literally to pay your bills. And it wasn't like that years ago. So when people say, oh, but you're meant to work. Yes, you're meant to work. But when I was looking at some stats, in the 1980s, the average home was 200 and... let me find it now. So I'm not misquoting. 1 second. Let me find this.
Bro, at 2 a.m. and 5:30 a.m., me and my brethren who runs the brand, chose a few, we're talking about the escape out of here.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro.
You was meant to be gone already.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
So
it's been playing on my mind a bit more lately.
In 1985, the average house price in the UK was £29,000. The average salary was £14,000. Look at this. The average salary was £14,000 in 1985, and the average home was 29 grand. That was just double. The average salary now in the UK is what?
You and your woman could pay that in 4 years.
The average salary now in the UK is roughly about 30 odd K. The average property price in the UK now is 240 something for a house. It's 10 times nearly. It wasn't like that. Is it? Imagine now. So what we're meant to be on right now technically is, if the average is 240, if we was to keep with the level or the ratio back then, we should be on about 100K.
Yeah.
If the average was 100K, who would be stressed right now?
No
one.
We should run 140K.
We're finished.
Yeah, we're finished.
This country, we're working just to pay bills.
Bro, one of the men tweeted yesterday.
Rubbish.
Houses in Lekki and Banana Island.
Banana Island's a pause, by the way.
It's an area, bro.
Can't live on Banana. Would you live on Banana Island?
Yes. That's not a pause, man.
The houses there, I think the rent is 3 million naira a year. Because the economy is so battered now, yeah. That's about 3,000, maybe about 3,300.
Okay.
So,
it's ridiculous.
3,300.
I
said to him, I said, if man has a certain amount of money, man can just go there and just hit the landlord and say, right, listen, this is 10 years rent. Before things go up, I'm done. You just slam 10 years rent in Nigeria and you're living in a mansion.
I'm done.
You get me? Mansion. What man's paying for rent here for 1 bedroom? You're getting a...
I'm officially done.
So this country's bad to live in if let's say you don't have money, right?
Well, yeah.
But I was gonna say to you, like, what would you say is good if you have money? Like, where would you say like the top places to live if you do have money?
Okay, so I haven't done enough research to be able to give that. All I can go by is what I've seen in England and the small I've seen in Atlanta when I went and Ghana when I've been, but only the small. I can't talk for the whole of it.
Of course.
But looking at London, and I always make a point that I live in Zone 5. I live in Croydon. I've got a 2-bed flat that I'm paying £13.50 for. When I start calculating all of my extra expenses, okay, so, and I always like to do the math, so £13.50, you add another £100 for council tax, that's £14.50. Add another sort of £2.50 free bills for your electric, water, and all of that, and gas. That's now £14.50, let's call it £16.50, yeah? Talk about food, let's call it what, £200 a month? That's £18.50. Let's talk about transport, £50 a week, it's another 200. That's 2,050, yeah? Remember, I haven't bought any clothes. I haven't done anything yet. I'm on 2,050. What else may I have missed out? Let's say I've got a car. You know, the typical thing nowadays is to finance or lease. Let's say I've got a little Golf. That might cost me what? Maybe. How much is that? How much was your Mercedes you had a month?
356.
Okay, so let's call it 250. Let's call it.
Well, now they've gone up.
Let's call it 2,450 now. That's for your lease for your car. Now you got to talk insurance. Call it another £100. I'm on 2,550.
Bills.
I haven't done anything fancy yet.
Yeah.
Now, what is that salary wise after tax? That's like a 40k salary.
Yeah.
You're just paying your bills.
Yeah.
One could argue and say, okay, you don't need to be in a 2-bed, you could be in a 1-bed. Even if it's a 1-bed, that would be about £1,200.
Yeah.
Because this is a one bed, right?
No. They're not gonna say that. Yeah, this is a one bed. They're gonna tell you go flat share.
Yeah. But I'm not saying, but
upstairs flat share at the man them, so you might be paying like 8 bills.
But as a grown man of my age,
Yeah.
and once again, this is not. People peak at different points, but most, and not that we should care what women say, but most of the stuff us guys tend to do is gears around women. I don't believe any woman who meets a guy who's 38, 39, 40, and he says he lives at home with his mum or rents a room. Generally, he's going to be like, oh, okay, that's fine, that's okay. How can you be a grown man and you're working full time in a first world country, yet you can't afford to live by yourself? On 40k, on 40k for you to survive and have a car. One could argue you don't need to have a leased car, but let's just say it's nice to have one.
Yeah.
You need to be on £2,500. That's just to break even.
Yeah.
So now let's add the rest of the stuff. Maybe you want to go on a little holiday. You maybe want to go to a little club, a little bar. That's another maybe £5 a month. Then you got to talk about savings. That's another £5. So you need to be on about 3.5k a month, which is about what? A 50 odd salary. Who's earning 50k? There are people earning 50k, don't get me wrong. But the average salary in the UK is not that.
What's 50 after tax?
50 after tax, I'll tell you now. Let me get my salary calculator. 1 second. You're looking at 50,000 divided by 12 is 4,000. So you're looking about minus 800. You're looking at about £3,300 after tax. But that, you might forget an NI, forgetting student loans, forgetting anything else. So you're looking at about 3,300. So even on 50k, it's not enough. So typically, if you want to be a comfortable man, living by yourself, and this is in zone 5, I would say you need to be on 60,000 divided by 12 is 5,000. Take away another 1,000. Yeah, that'll give you just under 4k. And then bear in mind, if you want to buy a property on that, remember typically it's 4.5. So 60 times 4.5, you can only buy a property that's 270 grand. You're not buying that in zone 5.
No.
You're not even buy. You can't even get that in Kent.
No,
like my mate's bought a property in He bought a property in what area is it called? Gravesend.
Yeah.
The property was at 300 something grand.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna find something for 270?
There's flats in that.
Yeah, but
it's not.
A one bedroom in Addington. New Addington.
the game is finished in this country.
Yeah.
And remember that 270. Remember you got to put a 10% deposit down typically. So that's going to be 27 grand. Now, if somebody's can only save £500 a month from their wage, let's do 27,000 divided by 500. It's going to take them 54 months, which is 5 years basically. It will take you 5 years to save that 27 grand.
You see, when you was in Atlanta,
Yeah.
you seen the equivalent of what an area that's zone 5
Yeah.
in Atlanta will look like,
Yeah.
and what you get for 270 in that area.
Hair was rubbish.
What you get for 270 in that area, so £270 in dollars is what? That's 300 and something.
Yeah. Close to
So
that.
yeah, so what you get in the equivalent of zone 5 over there, the house would be
Well,
the house would be a
I live in
madness.
Croydon.
The house would be a madness.
I live in Croydon and I can't afford, like on a salary of 60k, if I earned that, I can't afford to even buy in Croydon. I can't afford to buy a house in Croydon.
So for the average person, what do they do?
Nothing. Okay, look at inflation rates have gone up now. Mortgages have gone up.
Yeah.
Like there's guys I know
Yeah.
who have got properties, bare properties. They're now trying to find 3.5 grand more every month just to cover their mortgages. This is real life. He's now trying to find 3.5 grand to cover his mortgages. This country's finished. Okay. Do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my mum.
Okay. Look at what you earn now as a 24-year-old. One would argue and say you earn a decent wage for your age, for what you do.
Yeah.
Just imagine you stepped out your mum's house and now
Yeah.
you jumped into my shoes.
Yeah.
Of just say paying 13.50 or even
Yeah.
paying 1,200.
Yeah.
You calculate all of your expenses now. What would you have left?
I'd probably break even and just be on zero. I could
You're working full time,
yeah, more than full time. Yeah.
bro. People don't understand the problem we've got now. You're working. Imagine working full time,
I ain't never seen my bills on camera.
mate.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a mess.
Because if I say my bills on camera, people are gonna dive in the Thames. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
You just have to firm it.
as a grown man, and this is when people talk about women are not being feminine as much. Women this, women that. Bro, the men who were meant to lead financially, and you can get at me as you want. Generally speaking, the man is meant to be, in my opinion, he's meant to lead. Not in all scenarios and circumstances, but women tend to like men to lead. And sometimes it has to be led with finances. But
Yeah.
we don't have. You can't even break even as a grown man
Yeah.
who's working full time now at 24, 25. You cannot. You can afford to move out.
Yeah, just
But if
about.
you move out, you will
Don't make
never
sense.
save to get a mortgage.
That's why I'm at my mum's, so I can save money.
And then you've got parents kicking out their children early
I can put away like
because
a grand a month.
they don't get on, and you're starting at a minus. Maybe it's the children who are being too rebellious, so therefore the parents kick them out. But once again, this situation we're in right now is effed. You're working full time,
Yeah,
and if you moved out, you would just about break even.
yeah,
All your luxuries gone.
yeah. I'd have nothing.
It's finished. 2,500 is what you need to break even to live by yourself in zone 5.
Yeah.
In zone 5, 2,500. And someone could argue once again, you don't need to have a car. That's true. So let's take away the car out of there. That will drop you down to maybe 2,050, which is basically, what is that salary?
But then you're at the mercy of public transport.
Yeah.
So you could argue you lose
By the
money,
time you're gonna lose,
money from public transport
it's mad.
and just
Everyone's
time.
faking it.
Yeah,
Everyone's faking happiness right now.
Oh yeah. It's
Everyone's
mad.
faking happiness. Because
mad.
unless you're on that sort of money, or you're renting a room, or you've got a council property or housing association, you're struggling.
Struggling.
Because even when people think, oh, I'm going to earn 100k and be a millionaire, you're going to be on just above or under 5k after tax. And if you're going to be a family man, there's nothing left.
Bro, I was talking to someone yesterday while working, and she was mentioning about holidays, and saying when they went on their last holiday, they tried to take the kids out of school I think 3 or 4 days early, because they said it's cheaper for them to pay the fine
Yeah.
with the schools
Yeah.
than pay, you know what I mean, the extra for the hotel and the airline.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, has it become that bad now that parents are just like, you know what, the kids are gonna have to miss school so that we could still kind of get some family time? And she was like, they could just about get one holiday a year now. And I said, whoa, it's scary that inflation has hit everything so bad that it's terrible. You know what I mean? Kids are gonna, like, soon the only holidays they're gonna be getting is like Butlins or
Butlins expensive,
Oh.
you know. Butlins is expensive. You can go abroad for what you pay for Butlins.
Bro, I was looking at staycations and I saw like one nice like little spot in Devon. Then I looked at it, then I went on Holiday Pirates and I looked at Morocco.
Yeah,
Same
you
price.
can go abroad for
Even slightly cheaper Morocco.
Yeah, have a better time and you're there for more days.
It's mad.
Yeah,
It's proper mad.
but there's still no solutions though. Like, so what? You're just meant to just stay here and
It's fucking my hairline, man.
No, there's nothing.
Fucking my hairline. Look at my hair.
And I don't sound
Gambia
defeatist.
shit.
There's like the civil plays and the Femela Bushes. They go to war. They riot. We're not doing that here. No one wants to go to jail. So there's nothing that's going to happen here.
yeah,
Like, the banks are in control. There's nothing that's going to happen. The Chancellor of Czechia is doing whatever he needs to do. Like, the banks have messed everything up. COVID happened and people use COVID as an excuse. For me, I don't want to be no conspiracy theorist, but for me, once again, it was a whole heap of nonsense. What they did, messed up the economy, gave away a whole heap of free money. When you do what they call quantitative easing, what happens is that the value of everything goes down, inflation goes up, and this is the problem we've got now. We're in trouble. And I don't say this lightly, that everyone's got to figure out what they're doing, because you cannot be working full time as a grown adult and have nothing left. You haven't done anything fancy. You haven't gone to any West End restaurant in Mayfair. You're just paying your bills. No. I'm out of this place. I'm out of this place. I'm not here long. And then even the people's temperament. People are not happy. There's no money in circulation. Like, even just when people have money, you can put money into there. Like, I used to get a haircut every week. It's every 2 weeks now. I'm not paying for a haircut. I'm not paying £30 every single week. And these are little things that people don't realise is now, even the barber now, who might have been getting that £30 of me every week, is now not getting 120 a month. He's now getting 60 a month. Like, there's no money.
Bro,
Rubbish.
When I was PTing before COVID and even doing COVID, books was busy as mad. Fast forward a year after COVID, once things started hitting everyone, Who's the first person that gets hit?
Yeah.
The PT. It's a luxury.
Yeah, it's a luxury.
It's a
Anything
luxury.
luxury-wise, yeah.
Yeah. So you get the message. Chiz. I would love to carry on, but this came up. Rent's gone up. That's gone up. Blah blah. I was like, you know what? I understand. You know. So the only thing that we're able to hold on to through this madness is the odd 1-2 parties. That's what people are using to just literally carry themselves through this madness. So even little things where we're talking about people don't want to train and this and that, etc. People are dealing with mad depression, and the only escape that they got is the raves.
Yeah.
That's escapism.
Escapism, yeah. Like that's the only time that they feel, you know what I mean, happy. So
Imagine things are so tight that people are telling you to cancel a £13-14 a month Netflix subscription. When you think about it, £13 a month. We're in a first world country and people are having to resort to saving £13 a month where they can, or however much Netflix is. Something that your only form of escape is something that you can just about sit home and say, okay, let me fling this on and watch. People are telling you to cancel that. Cancel your membership, gym membership. Cancel your Netflix. Everything that gives you that escapism, that gives you balance, cancel it. No, this country's finished. Finish. Rubbish! Even what they're doing with the student loans now. So apparently everyone who starts university coming up now, apparently back in the day the term for your student loan, I don't want to paraphrase. I think what I do, I'll send it to you so you can put it on there. But the student loans things, it's all changed now in the fact of what you pay back. I can't remember it. This country is finished. Get out while you can. This country is finished. Oh my God.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. More to come. Put in the comments who you want to see as a guest, because I think I ain't been reaching out to people in a while, but I'm going to start trying to get guests more frequent. So put in the comments who you want to see that you've seen on my page interact, or you've seen in the comments interact. Let's go.